Hi everybody, it's Alex. Today we're gonna review the Babolat Aero Team 2023. Let's go. So if you don't know, I reviewed the Babolat Aero 300 gram on this channel. The link is here. And now we're gonna review the team version. So the team version is really interesting because it's pretty much the same specs, but instead of having a 300 gram racket, you have a 285 gram racket. So this racket is going to be perfect for intermediate player to maybe even beginner that want to put a lot of spin on the ball. So like I said, this is pretty much the same specs. 285 gram is the only difference, but you have a 100 square inch head size racket with a 16 by 19. Babolat implemented the NF square or NF2 technology that should increase the flexibility of the racket in the upper hoop, and the string should be a bit closer to increase a bit the control, because the last generation was a bit more powerful than the older version, and I didn't really like this. But the newer version, the 300 gram, I really love this. The string that is in this racket is Volkl Cyclone Tour in the main, and you have Volkl Power Fiber 2 in the cross at 54 and 52 pounds respectively. So let's see if the team is in the same vibe as the 300 gram version, and in order to do that, we got to go on the court. Let's go!
Alright, on the court with the Babolat Pure Aero Team 2023. I really like the launch angle of this Aero team. Obviously, because it's a really spin-oriented racket, I feel like you need to really close the racket face towards the ground to hit a shot that's gonna land in. And at the beginning of the review, I was a bit lost because when I was hitting the ball, it was always going too long, and I didn't have this problem with the 300 gram version, so I felt a bit weird. Obviously, this is due to the hybrid string setup. I don't really like hybrid string setup, so that's maybe one of the reasons. But once I adapt to this launch angle, it was then a lot easier. I felt like I could really attack the ball, really be offensive, and I feel like you can, with this racket, stay just on the baseline and hit through the middle, 100 shots in a row, but you can also be ultra aggressive and go for that big shot. So for me, that's really important. The return of serve, like you can see, I did a full video with the return of serve just to make something a bit different. But yeah, I really loved it. You just have to put the racket on the ball, and then the racket is doing the job. On the serve, it's tougher to get power from this racket, but I would say it's fine for effects and all that stuff. For volley and all that stuff, it's pretty okay. I would say standard for this type of racket, but I would say that I really love more this racket than the older version. I really like that the string are a bit closer to them, and it makes all the difference.
So yeah, the Babolat Aero Team 2023 is a really good racket. It plays well, it looks well. For me, it's the perfect blend for, like I said, aggressive player that really wants to bite and to put a lot of spin on the ball to attack the court, and at the same time for grinder that wants to put spin and that want easy power. And for me, that's one of the best things of this racket, is the fact that it puts control, a bit of control, because like I said, the strings are a bit tighter, but also you can just let the racket do the job and it will be pretty easy. So for me, it's the perfect blend. So now let's go to the Alex rating. So I think I would give the same rating that I gave to the Babolat Aero 300 grams. So I would give 8.4 out of 10. What do you think of my review? Let me know in the comment. Don't forget to like also. See you next time. Bye bye.